I were more nervous actually, I said at the start of the Superstock race 2. Because when you've won the first race, you're expected to win the second. So you're thinking, oh right, so you feel like, I felt like I had more pressure of the fact that I had to now, you've got to perform so well at that level again. But then I sort of stood there looking at it thinking, well, I've already done it once, you can do it again. But even though you think that, it's implementing, it's two different things.
This is my 35th season. I can't win now, but I still want the team to win as a brand, and I love Dean to bits. He's just straight talking, no nonsense, knows what he wants, northerner. He has definitely put his heart and soul into it. He's trained harder over the winter, flying on the 600, and he's hungry and he wants it. And he gets to that point where you're at the top, and then you just want to win, and you'll just push that a little bit harder to win. But I mean, a couple of great races to win. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
In the second Superstock race, I didn't want to go mad from the start too much because I thought this is a 3-lap race now on one tyre. And I need to save some tyre for lap 3, so it was like P1 plus 2, P2 minus 0, P1 plus 2 down the mountain. And then I came out of the pits and I was like, I didn't know what had happened in the pits. And my next pit board was P1 plus 16. So I thought it was P1 plus 1.6. So I carried on, then my next pit board was P1 plus 18, and I thought it was P1 plus 1.8. So I carried on. It wasn't until I got P1 plus 20 that the penny actually dropped of, you've got a 20-second lead here. So I thought, right, I better knock it back a bit. And I thought, well, I'm like going up the mountain now with a 20-second lead on lap 2, and I thought, there's no way someone's going to make 20 seconds on me at this pace. And you're listening to every little knock and bang that the bike's making, the engine's absolutely singing. Like when you go on the edge of the tyre, I started to feather the throttle just so it didn't hit the rev limiter, just to give the engine a bit of an easier life. So I'm thinking, please get to the end, please get to the end.
Like what you said, do the double, he said that before we set off. Yeah, man. Yeah, mate, thank you.
Again, I'd like to think I was, a part of that journey for him to win this week, and it was epic. It was epic when he passed me. First race he caught me earlier than the second race, which I'm happy about. It was a personal best for me, for him not to catch me as early. But to watch him in that zone and fair. Can I say that?
Yeah.
To be on the top spot, get a double in the Superstock, and in the way he did it and the way he rode, and lap 1, lap 2 in the shorter race, and then yesterday, it is an unbelievable feeling. And so you do feel so pleased, proud with everybody in the team. Like I said, from guys in the hospitality to all of the mechanics, whether it's crew chief, Cammy and Stevie on the tyres, everybody involved, they've all played a part. They've all played a part and they've all got on with it. And to hear them shouting, do you know?
Right, I'll stock it. We can have a deal for it, can't we?
Hey?
We can have a deal for it at some point. Stock it. Buy it, can't we?
Yeah, we can do something.
Yeah, do something. Yeah. I like that. Are they kind of...
Do you know what, just think now, what I've lost for the next 2 years?
That stocker will be in every dealership. It flies on, just
I've kept the 2 race wheel tyres from it. I've got the oil out of the first race, oil out of the second race. So we're doing an oil analysis with Motor. Got the problem is it's put back into that hybrid. We're going to use it as a senior.
Oh, yeah, you have to
So I've
throw
got to
it
go back
together.
there, you know, it's just a whole...
That wasn't my question, right? But it's still in there,
yeah,
the garage,
yeah.
in the truck, put away nicely. So
Your
we can have
stocker.
a little deal with that.
We can, yeah. We can.
Might lose my job now, P45 coming. So
Yeah, but I've got a list of jobs for you.
yeah, but what do you mean, yeah, but? Well, to God, no, John, you're alright, your deal's there for life if you want to ride.
You want to ride, you want to ride. What did we say? What did we say? As long as you're enjoying it.
Enjoyed it yesterday, that's great.
No, that's it. So that's what we need. Problem is, when you go out in those conditions, when we first came here, that you didn't like, and that sort of rattled you a little bit.
Didn't catch up, did I?
Yeah. So you're just on the back foot from that. And it's all very well us standing here, but you're the one riding out there in those conditions. And I think not only the dampness, but the wind.
The first, we set off the line, the inspection lab, which I agree, I think they're a good idea, because it does give good feedback to the organisers. And I set off down Braille, went over St Ninians in at the top of Braille, and my bike were very lively, and much more lively than it has been all week, and I thought, we've made a couple of changes, but not changes that would make this happen. And the head were buffeting about and things down the hill, and the wind were bad even on the bottom part of the track. Like by the time we got to the mountain, we're leant over going to the Mount Maya, we're leant over just trying to go in a straight line. And that's the thing that the spectator keyboard warriors don't see, because they're not sat on the bike doing 180 mile an hour up the mountain. Put it this way, the wind were that bad coming down the mountain. When I pulled in, I says to them, my yokes are twisted. The yokes are bent. The yokes aren't straight. Not a chance the yokes are right.
Right.
You're going down straight, I can see my yokes off. I came and says, what yokes are we putting this? Feels like the yokes are twisted. I'm like, no, they're brand new. I'm like, well, I'm just counter steering in a straight line then, which is mind blowing. I look down towards, even towards Hillbury when I'm the lower part of the mountain, and I'm getting blown, and you've got banks either side of you there, so it's almost like you do have a little bit of wind protection. And I'm going in a straight line, right, and the front's light, and you counter steering, like, there's something wrong here, and it's just outside wind effect. It's mind blowing. I've never had it like that. We get the ride liaison officers come and ask us our opinion, and they asked me, Davey, John, Josh, James, but they spoke to us all individually, and then you don't get like an influenced answer, and we all said exactly the same thing of the conditions. So even like Sean Anderson were in there, and we all said the same thing without talking to each other. There's patches over the mountain that I would tell you, like going into 32nd. It's there and it's the wind. The wind will catch you out. It's blowing you into windy corner from behind. Right. They then make their decision on what sort of, not what we've said, because it is their fundamentally their decision, but it's good to know that they are listening to us. And we're all experienced riders, and if we're having big problems with the wind and you can't go in a straight line, you're leant over like this, the less of experienced riders that are still learning the track, think how difficult it's going to be for them. Yeah.
So it's a bit of an unusual situation, and one, to be honest, I've never witnessed before at the TT, I don't think. And the conditions, as in the conditions of the road, is okay. That's rideable, that's raceable, but the wind is horrendous. So the riders are now having a little get together and making a decision between them, which is brilliant for the TT to do that, to include the riders and go, right, let's put it to a vote, or let's discuss what can we do, can we delay it, is the wind going to drop? And that's what they're doing now. So it's not so much damp patches, it's not the condition of the road, it's more to do with the wind.
Attention public. As you all know, the courses, the riders have now come back, the competitors have now come back off the sighting lap. The issue is tonight is that obviously we've had the weather we've had today, the course is dry, but the wind speed is obviously significant, particularly over the mountain and indeed on various areas of the course along the bottom. But the direction is the first time you all would have ridden in a north-northwesterly direction tonight. It's always been south-southwesterly up until this point. So bearing in mind rider safety, I'm afraid that the senior race for 2025 is cancelled.
Sort of deflated.
Yeah.
I'm in all the factory gear, got the number one on my bike. It's just how many more times are going to be able to do that, you know? Next year they might see me through the grid, I might never be able to do it at number 1 again. So yeah, positives, 9 races, Dino wins 2, drills it into everybody. I don't think anybody saw that coming. So glad it did.
So that's it for TT 2025. Last year we came with a new bike, a new rider, and we got podiums. But this year, Dean Harrison has come away with 2 Superstock wins. John has proved his worth and showed how fast he still is despite his age. It's been an amazing TT, one that I've thoroughly enjoyed. Yes, there was no senior, but in my mind, that was the correct decision by the clerk of the course and the riders. I've thoroughly enjoyed the TT. I can't wait to come back here next year, but the next time you see me, I'll be back at BSB.